Alright.
We should have been living that for
The whole time.
the whole time. We've just been trying to think about what we're going to live about.
Well, my phone's going to go off in just a sec. You watch. But we're going live. Just letting you know.
You're like,
I'll put it on silent now. Preemptively.
beautiful.
We'll be 30 seconds behind, but she'll be sweet.
Okay.
Alright, continue. Alright.
All the yarns.
The wall of yarns. What are we going to do tonight? What are we feeling?
What did you just say?
What did it say before?
Yeah.
PewDiePie.
Oh, yeah. Why did it say that?
I saw something on Facebook saying that he was a Nazi,
Oh, yeah.
and I thought it'd be funny to put it on because
But
he
that
had like
has to be one.
Yeah,
Yeah, like not as big.
PewDiePie.
Not as big.
PewDiePie.
Beautiful. Another one.
What were we saying just before as well?
I can barely remember. It was so long drawn.
It was so good. Yeah.
God damn it.
Damn. We should have just been live the whole time, but we'll get there. We'll get there. All right.
Bear with us.
Onto it.
It was ridiculous. It was ridiculous. When we remember it, we will tell you.
Yeah, 100%.
Far out. That was a good one. I swear.
We could have talked about that for ages if we hadn't remembered it.
The next one.
Should we just talk about PewDiePie for a bit, and then maybe it'll spark something?
Yeah, fair call.
Because I mean, that's what we're talking about to lead on to that. I'm fairly sure, wasn't it?
Definitely.
Probably not.
No, I don't know. I have I find PewDiePie in my mind is like a very aggravating sort of like character. Like every time I'm around a young sort of nephew or niece's place, they're watching it on a freaking iPad, and it's like, it kind of kills my soul. So I think that's how it kicked off.
Yeah.
So I was like probably saying something related to that. and then you're like, bro, apparently he's a Nazi. And then you showed me.
Yeah, there was something on Facebook that he had like that little cross that they have, that little like goes up and out and then like up and out.
It's like a Templar or something.
Templar cross.
That's incredible.
It's weird. Yeah. Apparently he had that on his collar.
Trying to steal the technology.
And everyone's blowing up the internet going, oh my god, he's a fucking Nazi. So,
well, it makes sense because apparently I heard on like media at some stage like that he bought a Ferrari, so pretty sure that only Nazis or would be able to, as a guy that just says things over games. Yeah. Buy a Ferrari. But yeah, I don't know. It kills me a little bit. Have you listened to his shit?
No.
It's brutal.
There's this. I've seen a whole lot of stuff on Facebook about that T series or T-Few or whatever it is. He's like in a race with. Apparently, he just got overtaken today as well. Or yesterday, sometime hell recently.
By who?
This T series, T-Fuse. I can't remember exactly who it is, but yeah, he got full taken over, like in likes and comments. So subs, I guess. I don't even really know. I don't follow that, but I've seen it happen.
Yeah, I feel like when I've been around some of the younger people I've known, I've like almost been like brought into the world. They've told me it's kind of like how some of like my like other mates that are just like some dudes I know around your age that are really into rap and hip hop.
Yeah,
it's like how they like give me insights into the world of that, like the hip hop world. Like, you know, give me the backstory on how like all the rappers died, like with Snoop Dogg and Biggie and Tupac, and telling me all this shit. And then it's like that, but it's for like PewDiePie, and it's brutal, and it's like this hectic world. But I've just not been exposed to it. But I've seen a few videos. It sounds like it's so popular.
I haven't seen anything
ever. I've seen a few of them. I've one time I was painting this like family friend's house, and her youngest son loved PewDiePie, and I was just like heard it like coming like from his room as I was painting the house, and it sounded hectic. It was he's like, oh my god, like just talking all this smack. But to me that was smack, you know. Obviously to him he loved it. After he like, fair enough, it's fine.
Have you heard it? Have you heard about this? Have you seen this?
I was like, I did all today, and all of yesterday, and the day before. That was gold.
So, also, there we go. We've got another subject. You're 25 now. You're a quarter of a century.
Half a century. You're halfway through.
That's mate.
That's on a good run. That's on a good run.
So, do you feel any more wiser? Like, do you feel enlightened yet?
Yeah, I feel like I'm on my way.
Yeah.
You know, I like if it was Everest, I'm at base camp.
Yeah, right.
Because I'm about third of the
You've
way
got
up.
your bags packed and everything. You ready to
Not
start the
really,
hike?
not really. No, like I'm underestimating it at this point. Like, it's like being at base camp in Everest. I'll leave.
You got another trip to the shop.
Yeah, yeah.
Grab some shit.
Yeah.
There you go.
I'm about to get slapped, and it's probably just like same old. But I feel like it's gonna be good. I'm gonna enjoy it. And if I feel like optimistically, this is a third of the way through my life.
Yeah.
But it could be half. But either way, to be honest with you,
It
could be like
Yeah.
another 5 times that fucking.
well, I
age.
do smoke a
Yeah.
vape now,
Oh,
There you go.
oh, settle down.
and
You're gonna live so long.
yeah, and I don't.
Is it a jewel?
No, it's just single battery. Yeah.
A jewel. Like the brand jewel.
No.
It's like
It's a
some
geek vape.
It's a
geek
huge vape company.
No,
They're
what does it look
they're
like?
the ones that made like the first cannabis like reusable cartridges and
Oh, true. Really?
shit. Yeah.
We should try to look at this guy. I've been looking at this whole room.
What's going on, Mum? I got my mum in the comments. Oh, shout out.
Yeah.
What a darling.
Thank you for this.
Much appreciated. Nah, so
So wait, what was it called?
Jewel.
No, it's an Agus. It's like a geek vape.
Yeah, I know, but I'm just saying Jewel is like this brand and they got the cannabis that you can like actually smoke and it's like just a little cartridge you just like replace. You get them in like little like how gum comes in like little
Really?
foil and you like pop
This
the
is in the
fucking
States.
yeah.
You've heard of this?
It's fucking cool, man.
That's killer.
And it's just like and then you just throw it away and then replace it with a new one.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, this is a refill the tank.
Old,
Multiple
old
hangers.
Jewel, they fucking I guess.
I wish they came to Australia. That'd be great. Maybe
Yeah.
sometime in the future.
I wish fucking Airsoft come to Australia.
What is that about?
No,
Airsoft guns?
Airsoft guns.
Yeah,
like,
okay. I was like,
BB guns.
surely,
Like,
yeah.
you know, I'm just worried with all this fucking shit that's happening
yeah.
now that they're going to take away like paintball.
I
and
feel
shit.
I feel like the kicker is how much it really looks like a gun. Like if it's an
Yeah.
airsoft gun but it looks like a child's toy, I think it'll be all good. But if it's like looks like a little like semi-automatic rifle, it probably will get zapped
possibly
from the mail, and they'll just send you like a little letter being like,
You're
do
on
it
the watch
again.
list.
and we'll
Raid
put
your
you-
house.
raid your house. We might even throw your mum in lockup for the night.
Did we want censorship on the
We're
wall
not.
or not?
Oh, that was what we had. No, that was.
No, that was the title.
True. No, let's. Oh, it was. But we can talk about that still. That can be one.
Yeah, let's do
Yeah,
it.
go on. Throw it up.
Censorship.
Throw it up.
Go on.
Go forth and gather. C. Go use that.
Let's spell it out together, guys. C-E-N-C.
E-S. Or E-S.
I've already fucked it.
That's right. It's a fucking tough one.
I've had a couple too many fucking Aldis, mate. She's alright.
I might even spell it wrong. I'm spelling, writing like trash.
Shit. I shouldn't have given him the choice.
S-O-R-S-H.
Yeah. I should have just
And then
Googled
wrote it every
it. No
time
one
I
would
wrote
have been able to see it anyway.
I'm just gonna have a little
Little squiggly monster. But yeah, censorship.
Google monsters. Yeah, that's the shit.
Have you
Yeah,
seen? Did you see that link I shared this morning on my Facebook with the Paul Joseph Watson one?
No.
And it's literally labelled the Christchurch shooter, right?
Mm-mm-mm.
And you click on it, but it's actually just him talking about like all the other facts about like the Muslims bombing and like other people and how many Christians they killed in the last year.
Yeah.
It's a lot.
Yeah, the
But it's,
data's definitely heavily towards one side, that's for sure.
it
Like,
is. It is.
But censorship in general, just today and yesterday, Stephen Crowder was going to do his review on Amy Schumer's new comedy on Netflix.
yeah.
and
Oh,
he didn't get.
I don't like Amy Schumer.
No,
I like her.
and
I
he does a good review. Like he did the Arias as well, and that got taken down like 4 times while it was live.
Yeah.
Like, but he managed to get that up on YouTube. But this one, he's like, nah, like you have to go to my website and like join the club and do it because YouTube have just said, nah, you're not doing it.
Really?
You're not doing it. Yeah.
They just refused to.
Yeah, they're not doing it. So
Well,
he just did
did you hear about Milo apparently being allowed in? He got his visa to come to Australia, but apparently I heard from Kelson on Friday, the Friday that just went,
yeah.
he wasn't actually, it was revoked or some shit. Because I heard on Gavin
Why was it
McKinney's
revoked?
podcast that he was like, oh, sweet, Milo's got his fucking visa, it won't be long until I got mine, which I'm all for. I want them guys to come because I love what they have to say. Like, you shouldn't be allowed to censor that.
Do you know why it was revoked? Under what?
No, because Scott Morrison, I believe, was the one who said no, he should be allowed in because it's a violation of fucking something. I can't remember exactly what it was. I don't want to say it because it might fucking be completely wrong.
I'm pretty sure they're using laws very similar to the ones that they're using, like against like sort of domestic terrorism, sort of stuff like that. You know,
but
like
it's not
all work related.
So it's under that premise that it's
causing like
it's preventing a terrorist threat.
Yeah,
Or a sway. I think I read that it's a sway of the government.
Yeah.
An unnecessary sway, like a surge of popularity based off his and around political periods, like throughout like voting periods, they can't allow that.
Yeah, 100%.
And it almost like rules martial rule in a way.
Well, like
in a sense.
obviously, we're trying to be as neutral as possible.
I'm just trying to understand.
I know, but like
I don't know much.
They are by far censoring the right more than the left, and it is quite frustrating.
To be honest,
because,
I'm not swayed.
Because
I'm just trying to understand what you guys are
because
trying to say.
as a mate posted on Facebook the other day, and it got something that happened quite radical. Well, I'm not going to go into it because it's probably fucking I shouldn't, but he fucking posted something saying the more outrage you have, the further your opinion goes, which is completely true because that's what's happening with a lot of things. Like the whole world is literally like that right now. Outrage is just how things are getting through and being allowed to just continue as. It's like we shouldn't have that. We should have an actual settled, chilled debate, and not just scream at each other's face and be like, fucking the left is the best. We should fucking do this. So it's like, oh my god, just settle down.
Yeah, but like, don't you think that, like, in a sense, a lot of the things that have been posted have been like coming from the right place, though?
You can say that about anyone, though. Really. Like,
did you guys see the like? I think it was our current government, right? And there was like the same day, 2 separate politicians from the same party doing 2 separate like media question things, and one was talking about Christchurch and just saying, we're all one, we're all human, we're all the same blood. It was March 18th. There's a good video out of like, and then meanwhile the other politician is criticizing the Greens, and he's saying pretty much the same thing as the other guy, but he's criticizing the Greens on wanting to let more people in. Wanting to let more boats in. And meanwhile the other one's saying we're all human, man. We're all the same. Like, it's just a good opposites on the same day from the same party, which is our government's just a show. It's not really. It's not really a democracy anymore, I don't think. That's my opinion anyway.
No, I fully stand with that as well, because you get fined for not voting, and you don't want to vote for any of these people because they're not competent enough. It's like, it's not working. I don't want to keep reinstating the same people every time, because obviously they have a failing system.
Either side of the fence that is proposed.
Yeah.
Both are not amicable outcomes.
Both. I don't want either of them. I want to get everyone inside and just change them out.
Have an actual democracy.
Get some fresh new people in there who actually have
who actually
the people behind
abide by our constitution.
Yeah.
You know, is that too much to ask?
Exactly.
You know, like they,
Because the biggest thing was like,
they
what
don't at the moment.
the yarn with the flag, like one big one for me was like when I heard that the flag was, I always thought that the flag was just blue and red.
No,
Until-
well, it is.
But I thought that was how it always was.
No. Well, the Anzacs came home to a red flag. Like the main color on it was red.
Yeah.
And the star was different.
So
The Commonwealth star.
but I've
was
just
different.
heard that the Turkish, the
Yeah.
like running president for
The Turkish
Turkey
Prime
or
Minister
the Prime
had a
Minister?
threat towards Australia, saying that if anyone has hate towards Muslim when they come for the Anzac service, they'll be returned to Australia like their grandfathers, implying in coffins or fucking
in body bags.
Yeah. I'm like that. Back in the day, that's an act of war, man. Like that is
Straight up.
like
And didn't he play the New Zealand shooting in a public place? I heard that. My dad read. I
don't
read it.
know.
I read it on news.com.au.
Pretty bad accident.
No, I heard it on news.com.au that he then played that in a public place.
Oh, God.
Well, at least he's fucking getting it out. He's not censoring it.
True.
I'm all down for that.
But the threat,
Yes,
though,
he shouldn't have played it in a public place, in like where children and shit could see it, because I don't think it's suitable for them. It's pretty violent.
Mm.
But I believe people should be allowed to read the manifesto and make a judgment for themselves and not delete history. I believe people should be able to watch the video and see what effect these things have on people.
Yeah.
People see movies and guns, how they affect people. This is literally a video of people being shot. If people want to see what an effect on a gun looks like, they should have the knowledge and understanding of what it's going to do. Like, whether it does, I don't want to encourage, but it will mostly discourage people
How
because they'll
quick did
see
the-
how instantly it
The
maims them.
gun laws go in.
Exactly,
Yeah.
the New Zealand.
censorship on guns. Censorship on everything.
Instantly, bro.
Mm.
Like, not even 2 weeks, and we're
It's like 3 days.
Yeah.
Like, and they were putting things in place. Like,
Yeah.
ridiculous.
I think about like, and
yeah, I know.
have you? I don't know if I was the only one. So there was like a protest in the UK.
Whereabouts?
There's like a protest about like taking America or something. I'm not sure.
Oh, the Muslims ones where they walk through
Yeah.
the street like, we're gonna get revenge on.
Revenge.
Yeah.
Implying like who revenge on who?
Yeah.
On who? What who?
Who? What, the dude
New
in jail?
Zealanders, like because he was apparently Australian. Australians.
Yeah.
Who are you gonna get revenge on?
Yeah.
And then also like talking about like the United States. So like taking the United States. What does that mean? I don't know, but I feel like he didn't represent any of us.
No.
Who was he even?
That's un-Australian.
Who
It's
was-
it's unhuman.
Who
man.
was he? Who was he? That doesn't. Who are you gonna get revenge on? That's what I'm wondering, and that's what I'm worried about.
But that's the thing, like,
Genuinely, you know.
I've seen too many of those posts as well where they've been running around saying we're gonna take revenge, we're not gonna forgive for this. It's like, and then you got, on the other hand, over here in the Western civilization, where all the New Zealand Prime Minister are encouraging people to wear headscarves to pay respect, and then you got all the New Zealand bikies standing out
Yeah,
front,
what was with that?
standing out front of the mosques, you know.
A good friend of mine
watching
shared that and
over
said
it.
solid. But I was like, do you know who the mongrel? I don't know. I've only ever heard. I can't actually really speak truthfully on it. But I've heard
people.
I've heard mongrel
Yeah.
things that mongrels have done, and it's like, what? How is this relevant?
Yeah, man.
Why would
I
they
don't-
be doing this?
I don't understand, like, their motives behind, like, obviously, like,
The bikie gang.
no, not even them, like, just the whole
Anyone.
situation just feels weird, man. Like, it's so, just
I
for the
just
simple fact
wonder
that
who
it's
he
also
was.
what's happened in, like, Nigeria and all that. Like,
Yeah, Philippines.
just for the simple
like,
fact that all that's happened and
Yeah. Was that
Nothing.
200?
nothing has been said about it.
What?
I think I remember reading because I like searched that up, and there was about 200, I think, that died in that Nigerian massacre.
Yeah.
Well, there was never a report on any of the
Yeah.
main news at dinner
Body
or
boxes.
anything.
A lot of them, like.
It's ridiculous.
So I wonder what the purpose of that is. Why has that not been reported on? And I don't want to ever take from like what's happened in New Zealand, but I want to know who's going to get revenge after seeing those sort of protests in the UK.
Why the censorship?
Yeah, why the censorship?
But the censorship's been coming in for so long.
Who do they want
It
revenge
started
on?
off with Milo. And
We
all that.
are
Like,
sorry.
It came in with that. Like, and Alex Jones, obviously. Like, for them to
Probably
be all
came in
censored, man.
Around the time
It's
that
ridiculous.
they like adjusted our
But
constitution.
Look at the way that everyone is rallying towards these people, but yet how there's these protests in the UK, but yet we are rallying towards these people. Yeah, and not we, but like I feel like being Anzacs, we are rallying towards these people. There's artists in the eastern states that are like, even in relation to like racist senates in Australia, and people associate him with Australian. There's racist senates that are being completely sort of run amok on and bashed in a public way, in a media way, because of a guy that's egged him. He's being glorified. This young dude, egg boy, he's being glorified. So clearly the Western side is rallying towards these people, but yet there is protests in the UK that are saying we're going to get revenge. And I want to know who on who.
What,
on us?
Innocent fucking people?
On us?
Yeah. That's another like fucking threat of war as well. Like
on who?
Well, there's so many threats.
Because he was an Australian.
We're just fucking.
He was an Australian that did it in New Zealand. Australian and Anzac.
Yeah.
Like on who? On New Zealand? On Australia? Who?
But that's the thing. It's also because they've said that. Why is everyone paying tribute to them? It's like if they're saying that about it. It's like
scary. That's a scary thought. That is a really scary thought. Because I feel like no one wants that, and it was not. Yeah.
No, I don't want it. No one does, man. 100%. Why do we need that?
What do you reckon?
It's just more
It's
lives.
just gone too far, man.
The lives are going to get lost, like uncalled for.
And I think like everyone's trying to do the right thing, but they don't actually know what the fuck they're fighting. Like I think it's bigger than what we think it is. That's what I think. I think it's bigger than what we think it is. Yeah, and I believe that there is fucking good in people, but yes, obviously there is fucking bad, in some, but thankfully a lot of us are good cunts, hopefully.
Yeah. Fingers crossed.
And
Brian.
That's it. Like, but man, it's the war's been going on hundreds and hundreds of years between the Christians and the Muslims. Like I've
heard about this. It's almost biblical in a sense. Like it's just like apparently there's this thing. Yeah. And it's just like, but it's not to do with us. We're Western. Yeah. But it's to do with this like two Middle Eastern sides or something. I don't know. What's that?
More just like
the Middle Eastern sides, the Palestinians and the Israelites.
I don't know. Who's in the middle? Freaking Poland. Like a few hundred years ago, like when they were like bigger.
Okay, so this is more recent. This is the reality.
This is not recent. This is like, like at least 200 years ago or more, 300 years ago maybe, when Poland was actually quite a bigger nation.
Yeah,
right?
true.
And they were separating like the Europeans and the Christian nations from the Muslims.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
So this is the most recent sort of.
Well, version of it, I guess. Yeah, okay. Like for sure.
Yeah. So why is this? This is where I feel like hate fucking just breeds hate.
Well, for one, I think both.
I think ignorance breeds fucking stupidity,
and then that breeds hate,
and that breeds hate because it's just people being so ignorant to the fucking facts.
Yeah.
Like when all these. Like, I don't want to fucking be, like, biased towards, like, fucking non-genders and the non-binaries. But I personally believe that's all just rubbish. Like calling people Z and he. Like, I don't care if you want to be a log and shit, but I don't think you have to push your shit on me.
Fair enough.
Same as being a
people,
Christian, I don't want your shit pushed on me.
People feel how they feel though, you know. So that's the other side, you know.
But that's the thing. But like in Canada, where they made it literally law, if you don't use someone's pronoun correctly, even if you don't know the person, you walk up like, oh, hey, dude, like, do you know where like the local petrol station is? Oh my God, I'm so offended you don't use my pronoun. I'm gonna sue you. People can literally fucking sue people because they haven't used the proper pronoun.
Is this real?
Canada, man. Is
it actually?
I'm being 100% legit.
Here as well, though. We don't have freedom of speech here either.
In what sense? What? Since the red ensign fucking got changed?
Hey guys, what is this live stream?
No.
I think I'm missing something. Is that?
I don't know.
So,
hey, Luna.
I'll say yeah, nah.
Yeah, nah, yeah. I don't even respond on there. Just respond to my voice.
Oh, true.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
No. Don't even acknowledge it.
I think I'm missing something.
I think I'm missing something.
I think you are as well, bro.
Right.
I agree with your comment. Yeah, you are missing a lot.
You're not missing this live stream, though.
And that's what's important.
That's all that's important.
The issue is you're missing a lot. Like, this is... I feel like I'm missing a lot. Like, these things are so crucial to the relevance of all this that's happening.
Yeah.
And like the fact that there's been so much like dispute internationally is what worries me the most. When I feel like we're all just trying to like express that we're peaceful.
Yeah.
And it's just like this conflict. Why is this conflict occurring?
I feel like there's more outrage as well. Like, I don't... only because Daily Mail, I see it's just a lot of outrage facts and shit. You see it on Facebook, so it is kind of like, I guess you can take the demographics off Facebook and use that for like what the news actually reports on as well. Because what happened with Daily Mail, when they like reported that bullshit story on me, they literally just used bullshit facts and like what they heard. Without actually talking to me.
Should we go into that, have we?
I think so.
We have.
I think we have. But yeah.
Yeah, no, we definitely have.
We did?
We have, yeah.
Should we?
No, but
should I just stop talking about
just to recap. I feel like
yeah.
I want to do that. So I was like saying originally, we should recap that.
Yeah.
So the yarn with the Glenn, just to recap.
So yeah, I was driving. Someone was tailgating me. I sprayed him with the water. It's a little reverse sprayer. You sit too close, sprayer. No big deal. It's just water. Like, use windscreen wipers. Back off. All sweet. If you're close enough to get caught by it at like on a highway doing 100, you
chop.
Don't worry.
You're being a
dickhead. Slow down. And so I had this guy sitting on my ass, and he was spraying me, and he followed me to work, got out, had a sook at me. I filmed it because I was like, well, I'm in my work clothes. I don't want any bullshit. Like, you just sat up my ass. Like, what are you doing, man? Stop. Cool. And I was trying to thought. What was that?
Glenn, man. Glenn.
So this dude, he jumped out.
Oh yeah, he jumped out, had a sook, and
Brendo
filmed it.
Yo, could you grab me that potato with the cheese? Yo,
that's hilarious. So
yeah, there's
potato
a killer tatty with some cheese. It's stuffed tatty.
Should we kill it?
Yeah, kill it.
Alright, well,
sorry, that was an entire.
So there was a massive interference there. We're gonna kill it, guys. Sorry about that. See you guys next time.